Moving on to Clause 5.1 General Design Obligations Flowchart. Starting node. Clause 5.1 General Design Obligations. This is where we begin to explore the responsibilities and processes related to the design of the works, as outlined in the contract. Next is contractor's responsibility for design. The contractor is in charge of the design of the project. This means they must ensure the design is completed and meets the required standards. Next is design by qualified designers. The contractor must use qualified designers for the design work. These designers should be professionals like engineers who meet any specific requirements mentioned by the employer. Next is submission to engineer for consent. The contractor needs to get the engineer's consent for each designer and design subcontractor they plan to use. They do this by submitting the names and details of these professionals to the engineer. Next is contractor's warrant of experience and capability. The contractor guarantees that their designers, and subcontractors are experienced and capable of designing the works. Next is designer's availability for discussion. The designers must be available to discuss the design with the engineer when needed, up until the end of a period known as the defects notification period. This is a time after the project is completed when any defects should be reported. Next is scrutinize employer's requirements upon commencement notice. When the contractor is told to start the works, they must carefully check the employer's requirements, which include design criteria and calculations. Next is notify engineer of errors in employer's requirements. If the contractor finds any mistakes or issues in the employer's requirements, they must inform the engineer within a specific time frame. Next is error found. This is a decision point. If the contractor has found an error in the employer's requirements, the process moves to the next step. If not, the process moves towards completion without any changes. Next is engineer determines application of Clause 13. If there is an error, the engineer must decide whether to apply Clause 13, which could involve changes to the contract, variations, and adjustments. Next is error due to contractor's negligence. Another decision point. The engineer must determine if the error was something the contractor should have noticed before they submitted their bid for the contract. If yes, it suggests negligence on the contractor's part. Next is no time cost adjustment. If the error was due to the contractor's negligence, there will be no extra time given to complete the project, nor will there be any increase in the payment the contractor receives. Next is time cost adjustment possible. If the error was not due to the contractor's negligence, there might be an adjustment to the completion time and the contract price. Last note is, this is the conclusion of the process. Depending on the previous steps, the project will proceed with or without adjustments to the contract.